What's up, everyone? It's your girl Chai from the Shy. I'm chiming in on the first day of July 2018. What it do? Hey, you know what? I'm coming on here today because I have a small little rant. It might be not be small. It might be a rather long rant, but I got some things to say. I am so tired of the way this world is going. I'm not talking about politically. I could care less about politics. But what I'm talking about is the greed of people, the greed of this world, everything. You know, I sit and I look, and I'm like walking on concrete. I'm walking, I'm looking at things, and I'm like, damn, we have to pay for everything on this earth when none of those people who are charging us owns it. You know, people, they build houses from bricks and stones, from wood and things of that nature. Then they charge me to live in it. That wasn't your brick. You ain't invent brick. You ain't invent wood. You ain't invent concrete. You didn't invent anything. It was a gift from nature to be upon this earth. But we as humans have the nerves to charge the next man for it. You could say, well, they did gather it and put it together, then charge me one price for your labor. But you don't, I feel you don't have the right to charge me to live on land that is actually free land. Because guess what? It was here when you got here, and it'll be here when you leave. What gives you the right to think that you own this? What gives you the right to charge me to walk on it, to live in it? What gives you that right? And then there's some things about owning land. What gives you the right to charge me for land? This land was here before you and will be here after you. And then people buy land and they, oh, my family been owning this land since 1790. We passed it down in the family. Really? So who did you pay? Did you pay the creator, the source for this land? Or did you pay another man for this land? I don't understand. How do you pay somebody who didn't invent it? You know, water everywhere. Water is everywhere. Our bodies is more than half water. But we are charged for it. Really? Did you invent water? So what gives you the right to charge me for it? You know, and so you see, I got a gripe with things about that. You know, I don't understand it. It's now I'm awake to a lot of things. A lot of things no longer make sense. And this has been for a few years, but I never really spoke on it. But you know what? I'm just tired of it now. And don't say, well, she must be struggling. She must be on hard times. Now she want to talk about. No, time's still the same. Time's on the even keel for me. You know, I'm all into the ebb and flow of life. Ups and downs, downs and ups. But yet, I have to pay for it. I just don't understand how we have to pay to live on this planet, in this world. Well, it was here when we got here. And we paying people for something that they didn't invent. They didn't invent air. They didn't invent water. They didn't invent anything. They might have put it together to make it a thing, but the properties that were needed to make it a thing were already here. So do they give like half the money back to the source, back to the creator? Do they? Really? But yet, we giving them all that money to use something that was here prior to them. And, you know, so I'm just, you know, a little PO'd about that. Because it's like we work, and, you know, try to do what's customary right. We pay taxes, we pay bills, pay the taxes, but yet it just don't feel right. How long will they keep raping the people. How long do we have to continue to go out there and work, act like we're happy, act like, yes, I make good money, I'm so happy. Are you really happy? Is that all it takes is to give you money for you to be happy? No, not for me. I really don't need your money. I really don't. I am a lover of life. I love nature. I love things like that. I love outdoors. I love the trees. I love the birds. I love the grass. That's what I love. But yet, they'll charge you for that. Yeah. So I've got a little envious of certain people. I'm envious of those people who said, to hell with that. There are people who have left this whole lifestyle of work, pay your taxes, pay your bills, go to school, education, get that great job, buy that house, marry so-and-so, make this much money, have these many kids, have a dog, then die. It's people who walk around every day that we don't even know. They don't even have homes. I'm not talking about the people, y'all say, oh, the homeless people on the street, the bums that's big. No. There's people who don't live in houses and they work when they want to. There's people who gets with temp agencies and they work when they want to work. Yeah. They don't have to, they might get a temp job for like a month, a week. And they do their job, and then they decide, what they're going to do next. There's people who live in the forest. They live in a tent. They choose to live in their car. All because they've walked away from this bullshit society's rules and guidelines. Yeah, and I'm feeling that. And me and my husband, we're getting that set up to happen for us. Yeah, I have 9 children. 7 of them are grown. 6 of them have their own apartments, houses. Some even live in a whole nother state. Then one of them that's grown, she's about to move to Vegas. She's going to school in Vegas, and she's moving. She's literally moving to Vegas. Then I have my last 2. And I say, you know what? Let's start to get this thing together. Because I'm tired of you working, me working. Then we have to give it back almost. Because we got to give it to people for the rent, the mortgage, the lights, the gas, the food. It's like we work to give it back. And I'm tired of that. You could give me a tiny house. One time I pay for it, give you your little money up front, the $40,000, $50,000, or I could buy me an RV, live out of that, a Class A, or you know what I like? I like yurts. Have you ever saw a yurt? Research them. Y-U-R-T. Yeah, because I'm just tired of this life. It's like I pay to live in confinement. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't pay, you don't have. So I know there's a lot of ways that we could get around this. One way I know about, you could live in your car and things if you want to. Live in the park, but you got to be careful. Not only of the people, but police and things like that. But people be like, so how you take a bath? How you take a shower? Planet Fitness. What is it, like $10, $15, $20 a month for Planet Fitness? That's how you take your showers. How do you eat? You learn to eat enough, and to eat consciously, and to eat to live, not live to eat. And it's just, we really have to stop paying society to live in places that they didn't create. Places that are technically supposed to be free to us. You know, how you gonna pay me? How I got to pay you to live on some land that you didn't build? This land was already here. This world was already here. The sun was already here. The wind, everything was already here, but we're paying other people to live here. You know, so I'm just pissed off with this whole society thing, this whole world as a whole. It's so greed of gain. You know, so that's my whole thing. I'm trying to walk away. I'm walking away from all of this eventually. All of this. I'm not finna kill myself or anything, but a spiritual, mental walk away. And if you understand what I'm saying, hit me up. Let me know what you're feeling. Are you tired? Or are you going to continue to work to give it back to them? And once again, this is your girl, Chai from the Shy. I'm signing off on this first day of July 2018. And as usual, be more, don't be less. Go forward, never go back. Bye.